Hello and welcome to Joy in Our Town with TBN. I am your host, Lindsay Adele. On today's episode of Joy in Our Town, we'll hear from different ministries that will address various topics in the community, from youth to health and transportation. So let's get started, shall we? We'll first head over to Milwaukee, where host Dr. Carolyn G. Anderson interviews John Burke, the founder and coordinator of TopSoccer Waukesha. They'll discuss the challenges that the youth face today, keying in on those with special needs, as TopSoccer serves as a program for young athletes with disabilities. Let's head over to learn more.
Well, 14 years ago, we created TopSoccer Waukesha here at Catholic Memorial, and it was driven by our commitment to inclusiveness at our school. It was easy to find volunteer coaches because the kids here are so connected with the Christian mission of the school and want to reach out at every opportunity.
Right, right. So it is an organization that's not necessarily a Christian organization, but because you're here at Catholic Memorial High School, it is easy for you to have incorporated the mission of Christ into this. And one of the things that Christ has commissioned us to do is to help those that are less fortunate, less challenged, and everyone, he loves them. Like you said, it's inclusive. So tell me, how are you able to incorporate and show the love, the mission of Christ, the help, the needs to those who need a little extra special need?
I think the entire TopSoccer Waukesha community is driven by the idea of love one another, unconditionally, completely, passionately, and that's what's driven the TopSoccer Waukesha success. We have high school students come in and work with children with all kinds of different special needs, and they do so with great enthusiasm and love.
Awesome. And how do you incorporate soccer? Because that's a sport. So I'm familiar with incorporating music to help those who are less challenged, but tell me, how do you use sports and soccer to be able to show you know, that you are a part of creation, that you belong here? How do you make that all inclusive?
Well, my background as a soccer coach got me interested in doing something with soccer for children with special needs. So when we started the program, I did a very poor job of marketing it. We had 0 athletes show up on our first day. But my daughter, who was 5 years old at the time, said, "Don't worry, Dad, they'll come back next week. You know, you'll get some coming next week." And the next week, 1 child came, and then it's built from there. And now we have over 40 children in our TopSoccer Waukesha program. And because they have so many different needs, we have to be creative. So we have some standard soccer balls that some kids work with just fine, but we've worked with balloon soccer balls, we've worked with oversized soccer balls, different size goals. In fact, it brought me to a point where I invented a soccer ball of my own to try to get the kids to use these soccer balls in a way that would fit them best.
Right. So you're out there, you're not necessarily in a 4 walls arena, but you are introducing and showing love, you're showing the mission of Christ to help those who are, again, who are less challenged. So what's maybe 2 or 3 challenges you've experienced as you're trying to incorporate and continue with this program?
Well, the #1 challenge was getting those cleats on the ground, getting those coaches out, because you don't want to have a program where you bring in children with special needs and not have people to love them and care for them and play with them. So that was the #1 challenge, and I was pleasantly surprised. I put the word out, and I had high school students flocking to the program, so much so that we have 2 high school volunteers for every athlete we have in the program. And that has made, I think, it a success, because there's so much attention put on each child and each child feels valued. I think the second challenge would be just a financial challenge. It was trying to make sure that we had all the equipment that we could get together. Catholic Memorial was extremely generous in helping us get some materials, and as the program has grown, we've had more donors.
Absolutely. And Catholic Memorial, you know, the whole Catholicism has been one that's really great with missions work. I mean, they've shared Christ and introduced Christ throughout the world, actually, and helped to bring people to know who he really is. And so it's very unique how you've managed to fit that into the world of TopSoccer. So have you found that people or the kids are drawn more to understand about who the nature of Christ is just from the program, or just from you or even the volunteers here?
That's a great point, Dr. Carolyn, because we did a lot of service outside of our community early on. So I took students to the Dominican Republic, to Nicaragua, doing Habitat for Humanity, and then I realized there's a lot of work that can be done close to home too, and that work is accessible to all the students in our building because it's not expensive for them to come on a Saturday morning. And so that's why I got so excited about the TopSoccer program here, because all of our kids could do this service, and they have responded beautifully.
Awesome. So how can our TBN family, our viewers, get involved and help you with this program and you know, be a part of the community? Because that's what it's really about. How can they join in on this journey with you?
I think part of it is in the name.
Okay.
TopSoccer stands for the Outreach Program. And so if ever you encounter a child with special needs who doesn't have an activity that excites them, tell them about TopSoccer. Give them our contact information. We are open to all children of all abilities and disabilities. So I think that's the #1 thing that people could do to help us, is reach out to children who could benefit from this program and let them know about it.
Absolutely, and I hope our viewers will be able to, you know, connect with you. So John, it was a pleasure having you today, and any final words you would like to share with the viewers?
I just think you can do great service as close to home as possible. And if you can find children who are in need of programs, there are so many programs for children without disabilities. And those programs are everywhere. But there are so few programs, and there are so few facilities built for children who have special needs. And so I would just ask people, whatever you can do, please do to help enrich the lives of our special needs children.
Absolutely, because all we need just a little help sometimes and a little opportunity. So thank you for tapping into this program and to being a founder for the Waukesha branch. You've done an amazing job, and we know it's just going to continue to grow, and there will be, even just from this segment, people will get to know what it is and what the work you're doing, and help to spread the mission of love, of hope, and to help others to build up. So thank you so much for the work that you're doing. Awesome.
Thanks for spotlighting it.
I agree. TopSoccer, you all are doing an amazing job of spreading love and hope. And I pray you continue to touch the lives of the youth with disabilities. If you are in the Milwaukee area and you are wanting more information, or you're looking to get involved, please visit that contact information listed below.